Alright, welcome to episode 92 of Adventures in Inbetweening. Today I am looking at another episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the series that I animated on in 2016. This is Season 4, Episode 21, starring Bebop, Rocksteady, and the Super Shredder.
No way, dog. I'm not climbing down there either. Come on, we're doing rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3, ha! Paper beats rock, son.
But paper no good against rock. Rock destroy paper.
Dummy, paper wraps around a rock like this. Do I gotta keep explaining it to you?
So where did Splinter jump? This way?
Come, master.
Karai, Leo's in no shape.
Alright, some pivotal story points in the ongoing story throughout all 5 seasons. You can see that the storyboards here are very strong, very clear on the depth of the background. We want to be able to look deep down this hole here. Important to get silhouettes over the cliff edge so that we can clearly envision them looking down. If we get the heads looking over, then we can think that, yes, they're actually looking over. You can see that we've got to keep a clear silhouette from the top view here. When we're talking about silhouette, it's not just about having a good pose, it's having a good pose to the camera angle. So here we're cutting to profile, and we got to focus on different silhouettes here. Whenever Bebop is talking, his snout is always going to animate with the lip sync. Now, we always want to keep overlap going to keep things more believable as well. Body coming forward, hands going up. Now the hands can come down, separating that shape. They're initially overlapping with the face there, and then they separated from the face, so we get more shape change. Now they're playing rock, paper, scissors here. They've played it before. Bebop's confident he's going to win. Rocksteady is, he thinks he knows the rules. He's not super clear. Got clear silhouettes again with the hands here, just like the boards, but pushing it further. Shoot, paper, rock. Haha, paper beats rock, son. Rocksteady thinks he's won because he's Rocksteady. He thinks rock beats everything. So then he's surprised. He's like, what? What's going on? How come I not winning here? And Bebop's going, yeah, paper beats rock, paper. Paper beats rock, sun, and pushing down meets resistance initially, and then puts his body weight into it and follows through. This scene I did, there's a special treat at the end. If you stick around, you'll see the live action reference that I did for this scene. Bebop's pleased with himself, giggling here. Rocksteady, yeah, paper no good against rock. Rock destroy paper. His upper lip moves a lot with his lip sync. Got to make sure that that's happening. It doesn't look like it's bony. It's moving around a lot, especially on the ooh mouths. Paper, rock. And you can see how he says rock. He's got such a big mouth. We really got to make sure that lip sync is clear. And keep the arm silhouette clear from the mouth as well, so we see that lip sync. So now this foreground hand is coming up here. Got to drag that finger as it's coming forward. Rock, destroy paper. He's going to hit Bebop on the destroy accent. Chest is going to move first, and then the head will overlap behind it. The body's going to start coming forward. The head continues back. Now Bebop's hand's coming up again. We have to keep Rocksteady's hand in clear silhouette there, so that when Bebop's hand comes down on it, dragging those fingers down, boom, contact, blurring out Rocksteady's arm, pushing down. Again, Bebop needs to use his full body weight. Bebop's, he's not small, but compared to Rocksteady, he is. So he's got to really get his body behind it whenever he pushes. Again, keeping those head silhouettes clear there as much as possible. Paper wraps around a rock like this. Wraps around a rock. And here's an example of a live action reference coming up. So you can see the head, rock, paper all have to be in clear silhouette. When I acted it out, exactly the same thing. I had to have that head, rock, paper silhouette. Explaining the rules. And he's smiling, says, "Make a rock like this." And then he's building on the boards again. Rocksteady's really trying hard to. I think I've heard this before. Now Bebop's like, "Do I have to explain this to you again?" And you'll see with the live action reference that I just did this, explain this, but in the animation, I went a bit more cartoony with it, a bit further, more shape change. And making sure we get that ooh mouth to you. And now they're staring down each other. But then they hear the off-screen voice of Casey Jones. And Bebop, he's much faster mentally. So he's going to be the first one to react. And then Rocksteady's going to react second there. Turning around. Now we need him to turn around enough so that as he turns, that he'll expose enough of his side there so the Bebop can push him off screen. If he was going to push off Rocksteady from his chest, then Rocksteady would have to walk backwards. That's kind of awkward. We don't want that. Again, Bebop really needs to get his body into it to move Rocksteady here. Now Rocksteady's going to start to move. You can see the line of action there. It's dragging from the impact point. And the boards had the right idea there, but the boards were kind of more just, get off. We had to go much further there. And like I say, get Bebop's weight behind it. Now April here, she's her psychic powers are growing every episode. So here she's controlling this truck that's flying in the air that was thrown at them by Super Shredder. And you can see we've got this overlap on the fingers here. The knuckles are starting to bend. We've got the psychic nosebleed, classic trope there. And then and the same thing too with the hair starting to rise, just showing that, oh, there's some crazy psychic energy flowing here. Fingers go back to straight as she gets in control of everything. Major shape change on the hair there. Now we're going to have the arms come down. She's going to kind of throw this like, almost like a fastball, where she's putting one hand back. The left hand is holding it up in the air, and then the right hand is going to come forward and push it forward. So here she comes her right hand, screen left hand. We're doing this massive camera dolly back to reveal the truck as she's putting her psychic energy forward, hits the truck. Now that we've dollied back quickly, instead of doing a cut, we just do like an 8-frame smash out there. And now the truck's going to tumble towards us. We get lots of shape change, visual interest, wipes the screen, and then actually goes past the screen and leaves us there for a few frames. We see Karai and April in the background. Now, Shredder's mutation, he's Super Shredder. He's crazy, powerful, but it sometimes acts up, and sometimes his arm goes kind of limp, and he loses his strength. Now, Tiger Claw's driving in here. He's a total stunt driver. Look how he's getting out of the car here. Kicking his feet out. Boom, planting that one foot. Here he comes, all smooth move. Nice and flowing. In complete control. Dragging and overlapping the arms. Watch that screen right arm. It's going to come around, follow through an arc. He's got this ice gun there. You can see what was going on in the boards. It was just kind of more controlled. Tiger Claw was just going to be like, oh, I'll just get out of the car. But much more interesting to get a foot up there and kick out the door. Ends up in a pose similar to the boards, pointing the ice ray up in the air. That's a nice pose. I like that. Yeah, Super Shredder's a mess. He's just, he needs help right now. That's why Tiger Claw's there. Pretty traditional stagger on Leo here. You can see I was using the example of a 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6 stagger. I think here I might have even used like a 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 stagger, but it's all the same idea. 2-frame blink on April here. She's turning to cry. And Leo's not so wounded here that his voice actor needs to be replaced, but it's a pretty serious injury. So April's got to say, okay, we're not going after Shredder and Tiger Claw here. We just need to take care of Leo. And here now we're setting up this truck to drive off in the distance. Tiger Claw, he's this crazy stunt driver, but he's a little bit reckless too. So we get the light coming in first there. You can see he's kind of skidding out of control back and forth. He's going to go and hit this. There's not enough room here on this road. He's going to be hitting this car. Boom. There we go. And that's immediately going to have an impact on the truck. It's going to lean forward. You can see the truck is wobbling back and forth. Now, when I first did this scene handedly, it was like, oh, we need something else there. What about if we have a flying mailbox? Yeah, it hits a mailbox. Well, the mailbox isn't on the road. Yeah, but we could cheat that. We could just have it, once it goes out of sight, that the truck can hit it. And the mailbox could go flying up, and it can hit the wall, and it could bounce off the wall, and it could go tumbling down the street as the truck goes. And that was what we ended up on, just to keep the scene going. Just we wanted something to keep the scene alive there, and yeah, let's throw a tumbling mailbox in there. Why not? I always wanted to animate a tumbling mailbox flying down the road. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, creative, fun show. Lots of opportunity for cool things to happen there. Lots of great people working on it. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. As I mentioned, stick around right after this, and there's a short little interlude showing behind the scenes. Thanks.
Come on, we're doing rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2, 3, ha! Paper beats rock, son.
But paper no good against rock. Rock destroy paper.
Dummy, paper wraps around a rock like this. Do I gotta keep explaining it to you?
So where did Splinter jump? This way?